Hello, good afternoon and good evening. And hello, sweetheart.
Good evening, Purple. Welcome, everyone, to Pink and Purple in the afternoon. It's so good to see you.
And she's just broke the internet.
I had to something to go with my avatar. I'm just like, I get in bed. Hey, y'all, welcome to Pink and Purple. It's so good to see you. Y'all come back now. You hear? I don't know. It just didn't feel right. But I had to change it for our show since, we're branching out into, other subjects and women. I'll let you handle that.
You know what? I'm just going to let that hang in the air. They can, come to conclusions on their own for that
one. Oh my God. It's so good to be here.
Shane nailed it.
Yeah, new avatar. Probably just for the show. I don't think I'm gonna leave it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't shit. What day is this? It goes from day to day, stream to stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And thank you, Renzero. Yes, I like my old one too. Thank you very much. Thank you for making me feel very warm and welcomed and comfortable with this new avatar that I spent all day trying to work on. But that's okay. We won't talk about that, will we? I told you I couldn't look sultry. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, well, it is what it is. So what's up, Purple?
Great. I love it. Doing well. And big thank you to Zeropium who joined earlier. Had a blast. Oh my God, that went off the rails fast.
Oh, y'all killed it. Y'all were so good. Yes, that was amazing. And I can't wait to see more. I know that was just the tip of the iceberg, but I can't wait to see.
Yes. And as I was saying earlier, we've got a perfect title for the next show, so look out for that one. So, shall we say hi to everybody before we jump into the show?
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
All right, we've got both Bash Brothers. We've got Chris and Mark. Hello, gentlemen. We have got Archer Colin. Good evening, D-Bud Martin. Good to see you. Shane Nolan. Hello. Humor and Waffles. Hello, love. Pat S. Good to see you. Zeropium. There he is. Lord Thoth.
Our resident alien.
Let's see who else has joined. Spike in Madness. Hello, love. Keely Chow. Roll Tide Keely. Good to see you. Our favourite bear, Snorter Poopus. Hello.
Yes.
Who else we got, sweetheart?
Let's see. It jumped on me. Hang on. Back up
to Snorter Poopus. Used to that.
So if I miss anyone, please don't kill me. LT, we got Lord Toth in the house. And Snowdub. Hey, Go-Go's 13. Naughty Monkey, Jamalaeus, Chris Purse. Hey Chris, you know who you are. And Captain James T. Skywalker. How are you doing? Spike in Madness. Let's see, if I missed anyone, it jumped on me again, damn it.
We are lovely ladies and we've got Mary, we've got Leah Rose, and we've got Louise. Hello, loves. Good to see you, ladies. We've got TD. Good to see you as well. And Script Doctor Live. Hello, honey. Good to see you. So
let's see. We got the boss. Hey, Loki. Loki's boss. Morning of Mischief. The Womp Rat. TD. Clobbering Times. Let's up. I think that's just about everybody. Oh, Dadman Walking. He came in. Stuart Mitchell. Gun Bunny. How are y'all doing today? I'm so excited to see y'all out here. This is amazing. Thank y'all so much for coming on out.
It is, and right off the bat, we've got a super chat from Rookie Critic. Thank you, Rookie. Says pink plus purple equals redheadizoid.
Okay.
Thank you, Rookie.
Okay, I need to write that down.
See, now you've given her ideas. And Darth Monkey, Dr. Herky Monkey, hey, good to see you. So, guys, what I'm going to do, we're going to talk about the bad girls. We talked about the ladies that inspired us last week, ladies that we can look up to, the heroines. But this time, we're going to the dark side. But before we do, I've got a little article that I want to share because it It ties into what we've got planned tomorrow, and it just made me laugh. So let me pull that up while we do.
Oh, God. And laughter is good. Laughter is great. We need it. We need more laughter in our life, to be sure.
We do. So, as everybody knows, Diablo Resurrected is about to be released. Really looking forward to getting to play it. But as reported, I think back in April, there was this huge backlash to the female character designs. And now one of the devs has decided to address it. A little bit late, but still, there we go. So let's see what they got to say. A big thank you to Banding Into Comics for covering this. So it says, with Activision Blizzard currently embroiled in multiple employee mistreatment lawsuits, facing accusations ranging from sexual harassment to labor law violations, Diablo 2 Resurrected design director Rob Gallerani says that players unsure of whether or not to buy the game, and thus giving the controversial developer their money, should, in quotes, do what they feel is right.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like, please give us your money to me.
Yes, it does.
Please buy this game.
We're begging you, my God, buy our game. Ignore all the sexual harassment and the labor law problems. Just buy our game.
So he goes on to say, speaking with independent news outlet Axios, Gallerani, whose team works for Activision Blizzard's subsidiary, Vicarious Visions, never heard of them, rather than Blizzard proper, and thus were made unaware of the accusations only once they were made public, recalled how it was definitely very troubling to hear these types of things. That's got to go down as one of the understatements of the year.
It was so definitely very troubling to hear these things.
Yes.
Yeah, you think? Duh.
No shit, Sherlock.
We're so mature. God. Some of the spin okay, whatever, dude. I'm sorry, Purple. Continue.
It's just so funny. So, okay, you work for this company, but you didn't know it was happening. It's like, oh, okay, all right, we believe you, honey. It's okay.
Okay.
He went on to say, we really wanted to support our colleagues and co-workers, noting that the lawsuit prompted the team to self-reflect and ask employees to voice their opinions on how things could be done better. We heard a lot of really positive things, but I don't think we ever get a pass on that. We always need to keep asking. So let's get to the redesign of the character. So
okay.
And this pretty much focused only on the Amazon character, which is a little bit weird because, you know, all of the characters, you can have male or female designs for them, depending on which you want to play.
Now you get 2 in 1.
Yes. It's ma'am.
Abby Smash. Keep going. Keep going.
God. Additionally, after making a passing reference to the game's visual engine when turning to promote his team's work on the game, Gallerani also addressed the backlash to the updated appearance of the Diablo 2 resurrected female characters, in particular the Amazon, which were first revealed to the public alpha test of the game earlier this year.
They're going alpha, all right.
Spoiler alert, it did not go down well. As anyone who played it will attest. He said, though he admitted that criticisms of the original release's sexualized character designs weigh very heavily on us, he argued that the seemingly more masculine designs of the remastered past.
On what damn planet is this seemingly?
Dude.
Come on. Dude, with the freaking chest plate. No.
Really got a 5 o'clock shadow.
Look, okay. That Valkyrie is packing. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Amazon. That Amazon is packing. That's all I have to say on that. God. And okay, you can look at the left and you can look at the right, and don't tell me that there are not very distinct differences.
Yes, one of these is not like the other.
Who is it? Who is it that we were talking in the green room? That let's see. Who did you say first? I was like, who does that look like? And you're like, who? Do you remember who it was?
Looked like Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Yeah, Gary Busey meets Caitlyn Jenner, and you have the new Amazon. I mean,
to be fair, I wouldn't want to fight the Amazon, but still, I wouldn't want to play as her either. And this was one of the characters that I was actually interested in using because I like the Amazon.
I mean, man, you shear those things off, and it's total dude. There is no way around it. I don't know what they're thinking. But okay, let me ask you though, why do you think this one character? Why do you think they did that?
I don't know, and they can't seem to come up with a decent answer. I mean, even here he says, where does it go? It says seemingly more masculine designs of the remastered cast were not made in order to avoid similar criticisms, but instead out of a desire to make them look more like demon slayers and less like people who had, in quotations, rolled out of a nightclub.
What?
All she's doing is wearing lipstick. It's nothing, you know. She's just got lipstick on. That's it. It's okay.
Although, okay, look, both of them look like they could kick butt. There's no denying that. I mean, they both look, especially the new one. But they've jacked up the face, because look how the face was soft. It was feminine. It looked like a woman. You know, they've jacked that up. Now you got all angles where there were curves. Where's the red lipstick? Okay, where is that? The arms, I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. I hate it. I just absolutely hate it. I'm sorry.
The new Amazon looks like she wants to talk to the manager. That's all I can think. She's just going to nag the demons to death.
Oh my God.
But I'm still very much looking forward to the game, and I probably will do an Amazon character, but she won't be my main character, which is a shame. But still, I just thought it was funny. And it
needs to be modded fast.
Oh, it will, yeah. So pretty much people. Well, that's the good thing. You can actually take it off and get the original graphics, so you don't have to have the updated. You can kind of switch back and forth between.
That's good.
And new, so I'm guessing a lot of people will be doing that as well. But I just had to pull this article up because it did make me laugh.
Well, I will be getting it because of all of the different games. Diablo 2 is the one that people say, hey, you know, this is good. You need to try it. So I will be getting it eventually.
And Colin says, in order to shove the arms, they're actually showing more flesh on the upper half than the original. Yes. Paris, it skips on me. Let me grab that. Paris says she found testosterone in a loot crate.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, funny, that's exactly what I'm going to name her if I make it.
Karen the Amazon. Excuse me, demons. Take me to your leader right now. I'm going to file a complaint.
One's on it, she's got it as well.
Amazon Karen. I can't.
I can't even. Oh my God. I had to pull it up because it did definitely make me laugh.
Yeah, me too.
And Boris Day says you need both. I need both of you in Amazon outfits for realism. Noted.
Picture it didn't happen, huh? God.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So
now
that we've got that out of the way, you know, we're being completely serious now. No messing around because we know what we're doing. We're professionals.
Getting to the meat of the show.
Indeed.
We're professionals.
Professionals. I know I can't say it without laughing.
I can't either. Okay. Is that where we are? All right.
And Daryl says the only thing's missing is a perfect unibrow.
It might improve her, actually. I'm sorry. I know I'm old fashioned. I don't like knowing what I'm not. I don't like knowing what I'm looking at. I have to know what it is the hell I'm looking at. I don't want this ambiguous. Could it be? Couldn't it be? Is it? Is it not? Use your imagination. What are you going to call it? No, hell no. Just give it to me straight. Look like what you're supposed to look like.
Exactly, and this is the first example that we've had of this. This is just another example of a female character that's been masculine, made to look more masculine, unfortunately. But it's a very silly change.
It pisses me off because I was on Nick Weiser's Toxic Tuesday the other night, and that was actually last night, but my night's kind of blurred into my day, so
it happens.
And it really does. So I'm like, okay, what is today? We were watching The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, which is an amazing movie if y'all have not seen it. But one of the things that I really noticed about it, and I believe that's a 90s movie, it's kind of got that late 80s, early 90s look to it and feel, and that's kind of when it was made. And men were men, women were women. There was no guessing. There was no, call me Z and Zer. And it was what it was. And you could not make that movie today. And when you knew what you were looking at and you knew what you were getting. And I fell in love with it. I love it. 91. Thank you, Brightest Day, 1991. And, I miss those kind of movies. I really do. And if y'all hear my cat, please excuse me. The door is closed, but she's loud. So it is what it is. Just go with the flow.
But anyway. Leading into, representation, last week, as we were saying, we talked about the female heroines, the great characters that we looked up to, that we identified with. So we thought this week we would flip it over and do fantastic female villains, because you've got to show the bad girls some love as well.
You do. And some of them some of those villains are very definitely femme fatales.
Oh,
the kinds that are like, hey boy, I see you. I know you want me, but you got to earn me first. And then she'll smack you upside the head and judo you and, make you feel worthless. I mean, they're tough. Some of them are really tough.
What are some of your favorite characters? Because I know we've got a couple of lists that we can kind of work off. But some of them are just, they're far more iconic than others.
Well, the first one I thought of, I don't know if I can say on your channel.
Oh, you can say anything.
It's her legit name from, what the hell is he? From Bond? James Bond? You know who I'm talking about. I don't know if I want to say her name.
Oh, you can say it. Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm losing my headphones. I'm talking about Pussy Galore.
Yes.
The henchman of Goldfinger with her Pussy Galore's flying circus. I'm 12 today. You have to excuse me. And she knows judo. And I mean, she to me, especially when I think of the Bond girls, is one of the quintessential femme fatales, if you will. She knew her stuff. She knew what she was doing, but he turned her in the end. He had that magnetism, and she was still tough as nails, but he earned her. He won her. He did. She wasn't going to just give it away to anyone. I mean,
And this isn't the only example, because we had Grace Jones as well in View to a Kill.
Oh, hell yes. Grace. Oh, God. Yes. That woman is magnificent. Grace Jones, especially in that role, just priceless. Fantastic. So that's, excuse me, that's the top of my list. I have a Cersei Lannister on there. Yes. Who she's just one of those characters you love to hate.
No, I love Lena Headey anyway as an actress. I think she's really, really talented. As much as Game of Thrones fell off a cliff in the later seasons, Cersei Lannister, she was a great character.
Yeah, she was fantastic. She's another one of those who She was a woman, even though she was, and the way it was written, she was kind of trapped in that hierarchy, that, that system of kings and lords and all of that, and who what am I trying to say? You've got people above you, and you got to do what they have to, but you got to do what they say. And, but she had her own mind. She did what she wanted to do, and she was ruthless. Damn, that woman was ruthless.
She was. A lot of the female characters in the Game of Thrones were, because it was so male dominated, and the way it was set up, they had to be 2-3 steps ahead of the other characters.
Yes, they did.
And she portrayed it brilliantly. I really, really loved that character. She also played a fantastic role in Dread as well, where she plays Mama.
Oh, she did. I didn't even know that was her. I came into that movie not quite halfway. I came into it like a little bit, maybe a quarter into the movie. So I didn't know anything about the movie. I didn't know who was starring in it. My late husband was watching it, and I came in there and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" He's like, "Oh, I'm watching Dread. You want to come watch it?" I said, "Sure." So I sat down and I was like, "Damn, who is this? She is good. She's tough." And to find out it was her, I was really surprised.
I was as well. And Behemoth 666 says Headley was awesome in 300. Yes, she was. And she was actually probably one of the best characters in the Kevin Smith's bloody He-Man, where she played Evil Lynn. That was one of the few characters that I thought was actually really well done. Not so much the design, but she definitely encapsulated the character really well.
Well, see, if they could have just erased Evil Lynn, and actually put her in there and had her running around as Evil Lynn, that would have been better. I would have loved that, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But hey, we've got the second part, and apparently it's all about Evil Lynn, so who knows?
Okay, maybe there's hope yet.
Because God knows it's not going to be about He-Man.
No, that ship has sailed.
Thank you, Kevin.
Not only sailed, but it's been, ejected and shot into space. It is gone. My God.
What do you think about some of the female Disney villains that we've had over the years? So we've had like Ursula, we've had Maleficent, Cruella de Vil. Disney actually, I thought, did a really good job of portraying female villains and making them threats.
They did. My favorite Disney villain would probably have to be Maleficent. Yes. Not this stuff that they're doing with Angelina Jolie. I know a lot of people like it. I don't. If you're going to do a live action movie of a beloved animated movie, then do the animated movie in live action. Don't make the fairies freaking weird ass looking sprites. Don't make Maleficent. Oh, she had wings and then she didn't, and she was a good girl and then she was bad because, patriarchy. No, Maleficent is cool because she has always been evil. I don't give a damn about her backstory. To me, I don't want to relate to her. I don't want to braid her hair. I don't want to invite her over for sleepovers. I want her to be evil. That's what she is. That's her role. And she killed it in Sleeping Beauty. That's probably that and Little Mermaid, I think, are my two top Disney movies.
Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Ursula. I just think she's just a great character. I love the confidence of the character.
Poor unfortunate souls. Yes. Oh my God, sing it, Ursula. Hell yes. Okay, now I have to find that as a karaoke. I want to sing that one night.
Oh my God, that would work really well. Please do.
I'll see if I can. I've got what the hell, Ariel's main song, Part of Your World. I haven't had the guts to sing it yet. But Ursula, I could get down with that. But yeah.
Some of the more recent villains, we had characters like Yzma from what the hell is it called? The one with the llama.
Now I forgot.
Emperor's New Groove.
That's it. You're supposed to be dead, Gronk.
Can't beat Eartha Kitt. I love her in that role.
Eartha Kitt is legend. She is legend. And we were saying in the green room about this movie is that if they ever did now that they're doing live action, here you go. If they did a live action movie of that animated film, they could take all of those actors and cast them in that role. They would not have to recast. Perfect.
Except poor Eartha, obviously, because she's no longer with us, so I don't think.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, well, maybe that
but
one.
It still stands, but, when she was, they just fit the character so well.
I love it. She's like, turn him into a flea, and put him in a box, and then put him in a litter box, and then smash him with the hammer. I'm just like, God, you're batshit crazy, and I'm so here for it. She's fantastic. See that is a true villain. A villain that makes you want them to stay a villain because you love them so much. That's a villain.
Yes.
It's like you were saying with Darth Vader the other day. Darth Vader, that's a villain. We love Darth Vader. We want him to be Darth Vader. Anyway.
James T. Skywalker says, Ursula Avalon, look out.
Oh, jeez. I don't know about that, but all right.
What about some of the comic book villains? Because you're a big fan of Poison Ivy, same as I am.
Love Poison Ivy. Yeah, Poison Ivy. Let's see. And one that doesn't get talked about a lot is Black Cat.
Yes.
She gets overshadowed a lot by Catwoman. I mean, everyone loves Catwoman. But Black Cat, I don't want to say I like her better, but she's on scale. She's on scale with Catwoman. And that, she's sexy, and is she friend or she foe? Will she kiss you or will she kill you? I don't know. It depends on her mood.
I really like Felicia Hardy, I've got to admit, and I do like that she gives Spider-Man the runaround.
I do too. But see, she digs Spider-Man, but not so much Peter Parker, and it's like, okay.
Yes, that's where the line was drawn. It wasn't who was under the mask that she was bothered about. It was Spider-Man.
He could just keep the mask on his face and all is good.
Yeah, just leave it on. It's okay.
You heard about leaving your socks on. Well, Spidey, just leave your mask on. Sorry. That came out sounding a whole lot cruder than I meant it, but we all get the idea. We're all adults here. And it's Black Cat, not me, so give me a break.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And Brent Zero, I absolutely agree. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman was fantastic. I loved the outfit.
She was.
But I've got to admit, I love some of the ladies that we talked about last week. We talked about some of the Catwomen,
Yes,
from the 1960s show.
And again, Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, again, absolutely.
Oh, God, she was amazing. That kind of, Batman. It just worked. It worked.
See, with characters like Catwoman and even Poison Ivy and Harley, we were talking in the green room, they're kind of in a grey area now because they're sort of seen as anti-heroes, whereas originally they were just villains.
Right. And I think, it works because I don't know that I would call it a redemption story. None of that is what I consider a true redemption story. But it's like that, okay, they had to do something a little bigger than themselves because they didn't have any choice. And so are they going to, walk that path of righteousness? Or are they going to turn back and say, no, thanks. I like smashing people with my bat. What are they going to do? And I like, that's why I like the bad girls, because you never quite know where you stand with them.
Yes. And who doesn't love a villain? The villains are generally more interesting than the heroes. Although you're supposed to identify with the hero, somebody you're supposed to look up to, everybody secretly loves the villain.
What is it? What is that expression? We all look up to the good girls, but we all really want to be the bad girls. Yes. There's no lie in that, y'all. There's a little bit of good and bad in all of us, Purple. There is.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
What about some of the more crazier ladies, characters like Annie Wilkes from Misery, for example?
Oh my God. Just the batshit crazy ones?
Oh, yes. We're going to go full crazy.
Whew. Yeah, well, okay.
And I love Kathy Bates. I think she's a fantastic actress.
She owned that role, and I don't know if that's good or bad. A role like that, it's just like the one guy with "it puts the lotion in the basket." He was so good in that role. You didn't see a whole hell of a lot from him for a while out of Hollywood. I think people were like, should we cast this guy or not? I don't know. I think Kathy Bates had a little spell like that too, because she was just so unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
But you believed it. You just in those scenes where she comes up and she's watching him on the bed and it pans in on her face and she doesn't say anything, but yet there's 1,000 things going on in her face and all of them are certifiable. And yes. It's like, what is she going to do to this guy? Is she going to let him go? Is she going to kill him? Is she going to whack off his foot? I mean, which is what happened in the book. I know she just kind of hobbled him in the movie, but in the book she went full-fledged axe on that guy.
Yeah.
She even cut off one of his thumbs and stuck it on a birthday cake for him. We didn't see that in the movie. I mean, jeez, it's a candle.
Love that film. The first time when she loses her temper and you can see on James Caan's face, I'm in serious trouble here. That's such a good scene.
And two people to hold attention for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just on the edge of your seat wondering, even if you have read the book, because I read the book and then I saw the movie. And I didn't mind those changes because I understood. Now, if they made that movie today, it would be, full frontal gore. But for the time it was made, they had to work around offending and, and just kind of the sensibilities of people. And the ratings, I think, were a lot stricter back then.
Yes, that's trying to get around, I think, Stephen King, because he's very particular, if I remember correctly, about his films. Because obviously what happened with The Shining, he absolutely hated that film.
Yeah, he did.
Even though it was much better.
Now, I've never read the book, so I wouldn't know about The Shining. I know it was a batshit crazy film, but I don't know about the book.
Stuart Mitchum brings up a good one, and one that was on my list. Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Oh my God, yes.
She scared the crap out of me the first time I saw that movie.
Yeah,
she did.
About her, do you think that's so scary? Do you think it's her look? Do you think it's the demeanor? The fact that she will go out of her way to torment the patients just because she can?
Yeah, I do. And I think it's that element of the unknown. You don't know when or where she's going to snap. You know how some people, you can kind of get a read from them, and you can kind of, you can tell, okay, they're getting ready to explode, or, they're in a good mood. They're going to do something nice for me or whatever, her, you couldn't, you didn't know. Was she going to be nice? Was she going to be evil? Was she going to smack you upside the head? Was she going to lobotomize you? I mean, what the hell was she going to do?
All of the above.
All of the above, right. You couldn't get a track on her. You just knew she was scary and you didn't want to be around her.
Yes, and Viking Madness, I absolutely agree. Nurse Ratched had those cold, dead eyes that sent shivers down my spine. Same.
Yeah, she did.
She was so almost robotic and emotionless in a lot of the scenes. And I've heard that the TV show Ratched is supposed to be really good as well, although I haven't watched it, but it's been recommended.
I haven't either. Yeah, I have it. Isn't that the one with from you know who I'm talking about, right? From American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. That's
I wish I could remember her name. I can't remember right off. But anyway, I think she's a good casting choice.
She is. Yeah, she looked great, and like I said, I've heard really good things about it, but I haven't got around to watching it yet.
I haven't either. But it's true about the eyes, though. Eyes are the windows to the soul. And a lot of times when people smile, it reaches their eyes. You can see that reflected back. But I've actually known people that when they smile, their eyes are dead. They can be smiling big and seeming happy, but there's nothing in their eyes. And that kind of stuff freaks me. That scares me. That freaks me out.
Yes.
And that was Nurse Ratched. Yeah.
Let's see who else I can think of. What about now? This was a kids' film supposedly, but one that freaks me out. Angelica Houston in The Witches as the Grand High Witch.
Oh, yes. Yes. She was so good in that. Even in her beautiful state, she just oozed evil. You just knew she had it out for you. And I hated the remake. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all like the remake, I hated it.
You know what? I didn't even watch it because I refused. I was like, no, I don't want the remake in my head because I love the original film.
You were wise, because the first one has a charm, it has an elegance, and it has that fear factor to it. The second one was just dumb. I'm like, oh, this is the High Witch. She's pretty, except she's got a big, huge mouth. Give me a break. She didn't peel off her face. Not like Angela used to peel off her face, and then that witch face comes out with that nose and those warts and that. Oh my God, I was terrified. And then she puts it back on, and it's just as scary. So yeah, she's a great villain.
She really is, and I love that scene where she's just kind of adjusting her face and then turns around and she looks pristine again. That's so silly.
It's like, and you know what? It's under there waiting. It's waiting to come back out, but you don't know when. And it's like, no, yeah, she's fantastic in that, and she's such a damn good actress anyway. I don't know of a role she couldn't pull off.
Yes. Speaking of slightly older actresses, do you remember Joan Crawford in Mommy Dearest?
Mm-hmm.
That was freaky.
Yeah, she was. She was not up for the role, but she really wanted the role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. Yeah, she pushed for that role.
I can kind of see it, but
can you see Joan Crawford with the Tarleton twins? I say, go over there, damn it, and get me a mint julep right now. I don't know. I think something might have been. Oh yes, Scarlett. Okay, honey, we sure will. Oh yeah, baby, don't worry about it. No, it would have given Scarlett a whole different edge that I don't know would have worked. I mean, there had to be a little bit of gentility to Scarlett, just a little bit. So she could bat those eyelashes and say, honey, can you go do this for me? And the men would be like, oh, yeah, baby, we'll do it. With Joan Crawford, I don't know.
don't quite think she could have pulled that off then.
No, I don't. I really don't. But yeah, she pushed for it. And I think it was her and Carol Lombard.
Oh.
Those were, and Carol Lombard didn't want the role. She thought Scarlett was a pain in the ass, and she did not want that role. But Joan Crawford was really vying for it. And, the studio was kind of, okay, well, we can't find anyone else. We've looked through all of these women. We can't find our Scarlett. She just might have to do the job, because they knew she had the acting chops to pull it off. And then came along the little unknown Vivian Leigh, and history was made. So a little bit of lessons for you.
I did not know that. That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And Snorter Pooper says, I don't know who was scarier as Mommy Dearest, Joan Crawford or Karen Burnett. Karen Burnett.
No more wire hangers!
Every time I see a wire coat hanger, that pops into my head. It's just...
I do too, to this day. I got a whole closet full of wire hangers, and each and every one of them terrify me.
And Shane Nolan, yes, I do remember Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That is a great film.
Betty Davis was another one who kind of gave me chills.
What, they despised each other, apparently. That's why the chemistry was so good, because they
really hated each other.
They almost came to blows, if I remember correctly.
That would have been one for the tabloids.
That's how much they hated each other.
Yeah. But they were so good together.
Jedi Bill brings up a good one. It says, do you like Death Becomes Her with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep?
Hell yes. I love that movie. And Goldie Hawn, I never really saw her as a villain, though. No. Because she's on that list as her character, Helen, is a villain. I don't see her as a villain. I see her as a scorned woman, but not necessarily a villain.
Yeah, I think it's because neither of them in the end have any kind of redeeming characteristics. They're both in the end out for themselves, and then they're just stuck with each other because
and their cans of spray paint.
Spray glue and spray paint, yes.
Come here, honey. Let me fix your face. So I told you to get the other candle. Just shut up and don't move. You're cracking. So are you. That movie is one big damn acid trip, and I'm here for it. I love it.
I haven't seen that film in the longest time, but now I kind of want to, just because it's such a good film.
You should. You really should. It is. I watch it once in a while, just when I've got popcorn and I just want to watch something fun and not too serious. It's a great Saturday afternoon movie. And it's got Bruce Willis. So you cannot go wrong with Bruce Willis. I love Bruce Willis. So
what about one that's a little bit kind of out of left field? What about Dolores Umbridge from the Harry Potter film, played by Imelda Staunton?
I hate her because she stole my color.
Yes.
She bastardizes pink, and I just... the cats! What the hell? What the hell, Dolores Umbridge? Who are you to take my pink and my cats? No. And then you're just a teetotal mean person. I'll say mean person. I won't say what I want to say. I'll just say she's so mean. But she's great. She's one of those that she can look at you and smile, and you can just feel it simmering beneath the surface. You know, and she's just evil. She's just a wicked, evil woman.
See, she reminded me very much like we were talking about Nurse Ratched, somebody who will do anything to do the job, but will make it as difficult as possible for the people underneath her. She gets that little bit of power and it goes to her head.
Right. And she knows her station. She knows she has that power. And when she says to Dumbledore, when she says to him, he's like, oh, you may have the ability to escort my teachers, from the classroom, but you can't escort them off the grounds. And she's like, for now, she knows it. She knows pretty soon she's going to have full power, and she's not bothered by it. She's going to wield what she has, bide her time in her stupid office with all those little cute little kitty cats and her pink. And I just, it drives me nuts. I hate it. But she's a damn good villain. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I have a real issue with that. That pisses me off because now everybody thinks that people who like pink are like Dolores Umbridge. And I'm like, hell to the no. We are not. I do not associate us with that. But yeah, she's a great villain.
She's a great villain, and she really is played really well by Imelda Staunton.
Who's another amazing actress.
She is, yes. Project Storytime says, did you two mention Lady Tremaine from Cinderella? I don't think we did, actually, did we?
No, we didn't. And she was played by the same actress who played Maleficent.
Yes, that's true. Didn't she also stand in for the one... oh, God. It's gone right out of my head. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Hang on, Lady Tremaine.
But I know I know she was modelled on quite a few of the characters because she had that kind of iconic look. I think from the Haunted Mansion as well, if I remember correctly, they used her look for.
Yes, they did. You're talking about for what's her face? The head in the crystal ball.
Yes.
Yes. The ball. Yes. The head in the ball. Yes, it was. She did that voice, and it was based off of her. That actress, and I feel so bad. I'd look it up, but I'm afraid I'd click out of StreamYard, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. But yes, again, we're talking that strong, that she knows she has that power. She knows how to use it, and she's not afraid of anyone. So, yep, I like her too. And did you see the remake, or excuse me, the live action with Kate Blanchett?
I didn't know. I have a tendency to avoid any of the live action Disney films if I can absolutely possibly do
That
so.
was probably the best, I think, of all the remakes. It did take a twist on the story, just a little bit, but because it's got Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother, and she's batshit crazy anyway, that actress, and I love her, and she does it in that film. But she does a good job. She's a younger evil stepmother, and she's beautiful, of course. And it's not up to the same par as the animated. She's not scary. She's more comedic. But she does have a couple of moments that chill the blood, and I was glad they went there.
And it was Eleanor Audley who played Lady Tremaine and Maleficent.
Thank you. Yes. Fantastic voice. Fantastic voice actress. But yeah. Let's see, what else do we have here? Look at my list. And we did Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
We did, yeah. Jedi Bill brings up Jennifer Tilly. Now, the only role where I can think of where she's a real villain, Jennifer Tilly, it's Bride of Chucky, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she is of that. That's true. As what's her name? Chucky's bride. What's her name? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. It's not Penelope, is it? I don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah, she did good in that because most of the time she, especially early on in her career, she was cast in kind of screwball comedies, because I think probably because of her voice and stuff like that. But not a bad actress.
No,
I didn't care for her as the head in the ball, but they didn't call and consult me, so oh well.
And Tiffany, thank you, Rob Marshall. That's the character I was thinking of.
Yes,
yeah.
Tiffany.
Zeropium says Marcy from Married with Children was a great villain.
Yes, she was. One of the top ones. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy. You know who I have on my list? Mystique. Mystique.
Oh, yes.
Raven herself. She's a great villain. I never wanted to see her changed. I wanted her to go full force on all of them. Take them all out. You go, Mystique. You're my girl. There's just something about her that's powerful in her mutant form, with her little scales and, no clothes. And it works. She's scary. She's, she is like Harley Quinn times 100 when it comes to just nuts. And I like that in my villains. So
I do.
yes.
I love an unapologetic villain. It's like, so some of these that we were talking about, they've kind of blurred into anti-heroes. Just keep them as villains, please.
Please keep them, because they work. And look, if you don't, at least this is the way I see it. If you don't have a good villain, it makes your hero seem less heroic.
Yes.
You have to have that foil. You have to have that balance. If you have a really strong hero and then you have like an Urkel for a villain, or someone who's just like, oh, don't hit me. Ow. Ew, that hurts. I'm going to cry to my mama. Well, then the hero becomes a punk bully. And who needs that? You need someone that's just as strong, someone that has just as much charisma, and that's someone who has just as much purpose to be a villain as the hero does to be a hero. That's what makes a damn good story and a really good film.
Agreed, yeah. And you don't have to give them a sympathetic backstory. Give them an interesting backstory. Give them something that we can get behind. That's the hallmark of a great character. Not just a great villain or a great hero, but a really well-written, well-rounded character.
I don't really need to know that daddy was mean to them and it's stunted their emotions and now they have mommy issues. I don't need to know that. I don't care. Not especially not more. If you're talking dramas, it might be a little different. But when you're talking action films, I want to see action. I want to see a great hero. I want to see a great villain. And I want to see a hell of a fight, a struggle for the two of them to get at each other. That's what I want to see. The rest is all just, no, I don't want it.
The rest of it is all just set dressing, absolutely.
It is. It is. And when they start that, I just tune it out. Like with what's her face? Emma Stone in the new Cruella movie.
Yes.
All right. I've heard she does such a great job. She's Emma Stone. That may be true, but all of that crazy ass backstory, I could care less. Can't we just have a villain who decides one day, you know what? I'm sick of the world. I'm sick of shit. I feel like I've been dumped on. So you know what? I'm just going to go nuclear on everyone. And I'm going to become the biggest, baddest villain I can be. And I'm going to challenge the biggest, best hero. And we are going to go at it. And we are going to have a climactic scene that is just going to make everyone's head spin. I'm there for that, man. I am there. Hollywood, call me up if you need some help, honey, because you do need help. And there's a lot of us in this community that would be like, damn, what are y'all doing? Anyway, I won't rant. I'm sorry, but that's what I look for for a villain, whether they're male or female. So.
Agreed, absolutely. And we have had some really great female villains. I mean, if you think back to films like Kill Bill, we had Lucy Liu,
yes.
You know, one of the deadly vipers in the Assassination Squad.
Oh God, yes. See, there's a great movie, and I wish we had thought of that last week. But so many of them are villains, so it worked perfectly for this one. That is a fantastic example of a female-led movie. Because let's face it, most of the stars in that movie, most of the leads are women, and those characters are women. That you don't see them and go, oh God, they're so stunning and brave. Look at that, they're so quirky and they're so edgy and wow, women. No, you see the character. Because it's good writing and it's good action, it's good casting, it's a great screenplay. Everything gels and everything works. And you know, just I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Like you say, we had Lucy Liu's character, then we had Ellie Driver, with the eye patch, fantastic character.
God, Ellie. Yes. Oh, she does some people in, doesn't she? Ooh.
Oh yes.
She is what is the word? Duplicitous? She's duplicitous to the highest degree.
And hello, Wyatt Holiday. Good to see you. Hello, good afternoon. What about going back to more fantasy based? You've seen the Chronicles of Narnia, right?
Yes, I have. I love it. I love that series.
You know what I'm going with then? Tilda Swinton as the Jadis, yes, as the
White Queen. Or White Witch, sorry. White Witch! See, she's such a queen to me. I had two problems with that movie. I only had two things that kind of stuck a burr in me. And I got over it because I loved the films so much. And it broke my heart that they had a problem with the Lewis estate and couldn't continue with the films. But she needed black hair and she needed red lips. Because that's what she had in the books.
Yes. I really like the design of her and I like the choice of actress.
Oh, she's beautiful. Beautiful.
Tilda Swinton's got a very unique look to her, so I thought it worked quite well. And I loved that white dress that they gave her.
Oh, my God.
Like it's carved out of ice and the crown that they gave her.
And the crown, as it shrinks, as Narnia gets warmer and warmer, that huge, massive icicle crown just starts shrinking down, and you can kind of see it's like that visual representation of her losing her power. Her power is starting to slip, her hold is starting to slip, and we know Aslan's coming back. And, you know, being a cat person, Aslan's my dragon. He's my boy.
and I just love Liam Neeson anyway, so it's
yeah. Double tap, baby, double tap. They got it on both shots. They really did. Yeah, she's fantastic. And, you know, she's so icy and she's so cold. I mean, she's like the original sociopath. You know, she doesn't care about anybody. She wants what she wants and she's going to get it. Oh, my God. And you talk about ruthless. When they're getting ready for the big fight and she's coming down pulled by those polar bears. Do you see Aslan's mane that they scalped off of him and put on her. That's what that is supposed to represent, people. A scalped mane from Aslan.
Isn't she wearing it like a shawl or something around her shoulders, if I remember
Yes.
correctly? Yeah,
Yes.
she incorporates it into her dress. It's like, damn.
Woo! And again, they didn't get too graphic in the movie because I realize it's for kids and, they can't really go there. It just, they cut the mane, but that's supposed to be a scalping, like down to the skin. And that's brutal. And then she just like, I'm the new Aslan now, bitches. Gotta take it back. Yeah, she's awesome.
It is satisfying when she finally loses. But she's such a powerful character in the book. She's a recurring character as well, which, like you say, we never got the rest of the films. So she didn't have the impact or the the legacy that she could have done. But she is a great character in the books.
One of the best villains ever written. She really is. I love her. I love her. And when was that book written? In the 30s? I think.
Yeah.
35 maybe? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, that was a long time ago. And he took that and he made her a villain, a woman, a villain. And nobody said anything about it.
No.
So that's my 2 cents for free.
We were talking femme fatale, so one that I wanted to bring up, Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct.
Oh my God.
Now everybody knows that scene, but I love her Catherine Trammell character. She's seductive, she's sexy, she's unapologetic. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's evil.
She is evil. Yeah, she knows how to cross her legs and what's going to happen. She knows exactly what she's doing. None of this, oops, I forgot it at home. No, honey. She never wore it. God.
We had a few of those kind of characters around that time because we had Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction as well.
Yeah.
Another chilling character.
Damn. I mean, she goes almost from like 0 to 100 in one rejection, Yes.
Doesn't take it well at all, let's say.
No.
For anyone who hasn't seen Fatal Attraction.
She doesn't take it well at all. She goes off. She punishes that man and his family. She really does. And there's a couple of scenes in there. I'm just like, why did they include that? I hate it. I hate the bunny scene. Oh God. It makes my little soft heart just wilt. Somebody could be that mean. But yeah, she's good. She's good.
And one more that I think we would be remiss if we didn't bring up because it's one that scared a generation as well. Margaret Hamilton as the Wicked Witch of the West in Wizard of Oz.
Oh God, the quintessential. Yes. She's another one of those. She bonded with that character so well. And it did. It terrified even to this day. Even to this day, when kids watch that movie, and even now, hell, I'm an adult and I watch that movie and she still chills me to the blood. They get frightened all over again. They're like, what is with this woman? She's wild. Is she gonna eat me, or is she gonna shoot me, or is she gonna fireball me? What is she gonna do? She's gonna hate me. And those flying damn monkeys of hers.
Oh, those monkeys were freaky.
Were they not? Were they not? Those monkeys are I think the most terrifying thing about that film are those crazy monkeys. Yeah.
She got kind of typecast as that character because I remember reading a story where she appeared on Sesame Street, I think it was, and kids didn't want to go near her because all they associated her with was the Wicked Witch. So I actually felt really sorry for her. She did such a great role as this character.
Yeah.
But that's all she was associated as, this cackling, green-skinned...
maniacal, I'm going to get you, my pretty. Stealing little dogs and taking young women hostage. I mean, it's terrifying. But she was just a working actress, and that's what happens when you bond too well with the role, particularly back then. Today, I don't know if it's so bad, but back then you had to be careful of that.
She really was, and she suffered playing that role as well because I think she got burned, if I remember correctly. when the pyrotechnics went off. So she really got into that role, bless her. And Stephen Glenn, thank you so much. He sends us a $5 super chat. He says, "Hail to the hottest ladies of the fandom, best wrenches and delightful to listen to. Thoughts on the movie Ender's Game? Love you both."
I haven't seen it. Sorry.
I would definitely recommend it. I really liked Ender's Game. I know it's one of those books that people really wanted to see portrayed as a film, and they did it, I thought, actually really well. But like a lot of them, they never went anywhere. Similar to how we were talking about the Narnia books, they just didn't continue. So the fans just had this one film, and they spent so much on the budget for Ender's Game.
Well, I wrote it down in my book, so I'll have to watch it now.
Such potential. I think if they had stuck with it and actually, decided to commit to the books and to the story, I think it could have been a fantastic series if they had just done it. But I think one, it didn't do very well commercially, and two, I think it was maybe it just came out at the wrong time. But I would recommend the film to anybody. I really liked it.
Okay. Well, I've made my note in my notebook under films to watch. This thing is growing. I'm going to need to get one of those big 3-ring binders, the like 4-inch ones, and just start filing stuff away because I've had so many recommendations.
It's just going to be a file cabinet by the end of the year.
It might. Gogo alone gave me something like nearly, 50 to 60 animes to check out. Oh if not more. So it's
alphabet size. It's going to be in genres.
It is now. I've got my TV section, film section, books to read, comics to check out. I got to get organized.
And Stephen Glenn said he liked it. Different sci-fi concept. I absolutely agree. And Brad Marshall brings up a good one. What about the Alien Queen? Does she count?
Oh my God! Oh my God! The Alien Queen! Get away from me, you bitch! Yes! Queen Xenomorph. How did we forget her, Purple? How? She doesn't even have to say. All she has to do is sit there and growl and drool at you, and you're just like, please don't eat me. Yes, hell to the yes. She's amazing. She's amazing. Yes, Geiger, mwah, I love you. Love you.
Absolutely. And we did talk about Ripley last week, so I couldn't think of a perfect example.
I would rather tangle with Nurse Ratched than the Alien Queen any day of the week. Let's keep it, I can handle my own species, but when you have something like that coming at you, oh God, and she's big and beautiful and black and she's chef's kiss. I love her. Sorry, I didn't mean to squee and wax off there, but yeah, she's awesome.
I did not see that coming, but I don't regret it at all.
Well, I'm so pink and fluffy. People don't expect me to like stuff like that, but Geiger's one of my favorite artists. He's dark and he's sinister and he's terrifying and he's beautiful. And that came from him. And so, I love it. It speaks to my dark side. It's true. Still waters run deep.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
And a massive thank you to Rod Thunderheart. Thank you, honey. He sent us a 10 Canadian super chat. He says, "Hail, Purple Valkyrie and Arwen Avalon." Funny, because the 1941 Invisible Woman had Margaret play a maid to John Barrymore, Drew's grandpa, as well as Three Stooge Shrimp Howard. However, it was more a comedy.
I did not realize that.
I did not know that either. I knew she was a very, very famous actress in the time, but I always felt bad for her for obviously being typecast. And Snorterpoopus brings it up as well. He says Margaret Hamilton did an appearance on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and put on some of the witch's costume and fell into character. There's a YouTube clip of that.
Oh, well, then no wonder the kids were terrified of her. She was in character.
That'll do it.
little brains aren't that complex. They're not going to look at her and go, that's Margaret. And she's all dressed up with her green skin and her costume. And she's really not terrifying and going to eat me. No, they're going to see the Witch of the West.
Project Story Time. Stunning and brave.
Oh, no. Alien Queen would eat feminists. I'm sorry. She would eat them and I'd hand them to her. I'd be like, honey, leave us alone. And here, you can just chow down on SJW feminists. You get your fill. Get your fill.
And Chris brings up strange. I didn't hear anyone mention the Martian gun and Mars Attack.
Yes.
Oh, and I forgot about that character. She was so freaky.
She was freaky. She bites off. She's chewing that gum so she could breathe, and bites off his Martin Short's finger. I think it was Martin Short.
It was Martin Short, yeah.
And she kind of walks,
glides along.
Yes, she glides. She kind of does her hands back and forth. Back and forth, and you're like, is she swimming? Is she walking? What is she doing? I love that movie. God. The first time I saw that, when I finished it, I looked at my husband and I went, what the hell did we just watch? But I loved every minute of it. I did.
It is a fun movie, I've got to admit. Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while, but it's one it's worth rewatching.
You have to watch that, and you have to watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't seen that. Yeah. Always have your towel and don't panic. And if y'all don't get that, you have to see the movie. It will make sense. I promise.
I'm proud of him. I've got to end on this one. He says, just Kylo Ren qualify as a femme fatale? I'm going to say yes.
He's not sexy enough. I'm sorry. I don't care for Kylo Ren. He does. Adam Driver's an amazing actor. I do not want that to be lost. But Kylo Ren, just nothing about him is attractive or charismatic or God. He's just freaking emo in space. That's all he is. Emo in space.
And I like you. I do like Adam Driver. I think he's a talented actor, and he seems like a really nice guy as well.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
just miscast for that role, or maybe let me be fair. That role was miscast. That role should have never even been there for anyone, for nobody. Should not even have been in the universe or the IP or whatever. So that's what I think about that. He's an emo lampshade. Yes, he is. And I wouldn't even hang him in my house. If he was a lampshade, I would give him to my neighbor. Like, I have a gift for you. And I don't even know if I liked my neighbor, I wouldn't do it. Only if I didn't like my neighbor. Then I would give the emo lampshade of Kylo Ren to my neighbor. There we go. That's how I feel about that.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I think that was another successful show. What do you think, honey?
Oh my God! Well done, well done.
Awesome. Guys, I hope you had fun. I know we did. That was a fantastic show. What have you got coming up?
Oh, let's see. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday. I've got the Pegasus Actual podcast with Brightest Day, and of course, our lovely Drew. We all love Drew. Yes, on Supreme Heretics channel. We're discussing Babylon 5. I believe if Brightest Day is in the channel, he can quote it better than I can. I believe we're doing season 4, episode 5. We didn't have it last week. I think we're doing 5. And I think we're only doing that one, unless we're on to 6. I can't remember. But we're doing Battlestar Galactica, season 4, I think episode 5. Nice. That will be on Drew's channel, Supreme Heretic, from between, probably 9:10 and 9:25 is usually when he posts it.
Cool.
And then, hang on, Peachy. Mama's on camera. Or not camera. Mama's not. I gotta distract my cat's claws from my leg. Okay. Blood flowing again. Let's see. Friday, I don't think I have anything going on Friday. Saturday is Mary's her stream, Mary's Game Room. She streams at 1:30. Usually I'm on panel. Even if I'm not playing a game, I'm on panel. And let me tell you, those game streams have just, oh my God. I don't know what it is. It's usually Mark, myself, Mary.
I heard stories about the Uno. Yes.
Yes. And Project Storytime usually joins us on Monday nights, sometimes Saturday. Well, no, he's got the stream with Eris, so it's usually, but yeah, there's just something about the five of us. It's chaos. The game is just ends up being, oh wait, no, that won't be Saturday because usually she streams her board game. When she does it digitally, we're on. She has a panel. When she streams the board game, it's just her and Mark, and I believe her sister, a couple other people. But so if she's digitally, I'll be on panel. If not, I'll be there anyway. I'll be in the chat. And then Saturday night, I usually stop by Clobby's for a while, his Star Trek stream, again, just in chat. But then there is Rambling Canucks karaoke stream on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock. And then Sunday, we've got the 4:30. Dadman's not here, I don't think. I don't think he can correct me. I'm pretty sure it's 4:30. On Fan Fantasy Story Ideas, we've got the Ronnie Barker special.
Yes, which I'm going to join you guys for. So looking
forward to awesome. That. Good.
And so, on Friday, we've got the MST3K panel.
Yes! Yes, we do. Okay.
Not much going on.
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure if that was, a secret or if that was going. But yes, definitely that. And I'm so looking forward to that.
Oh,
MST3K is my heart.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
So, guys, keep an eye out for Arwen because she is got a lot going on. I will be back Friday. Tomorrow, it's going to be pretty much Diablo for a big portion of the day. So look out for the game streams. I know Echo Base is going to be streaming. I know Loki's going to be streaming. So really looking forward to playing. And then we'll be back on Friday with the fantastic panel. And then again on Sunday, talking Ronnie Barker. So
yes.
really looking forward to that, guys.
Yep. It's going to be a good week. Oh, do you know what happened to me this week real quick?
What happened?
Where's my paper? Hang on. I had some interesting things happen to me this week. What the hell did I do with my paper? Oh, here it is. Okay. I have become an honorary Canadian. I've earned my badge of toxicity, and I've been named a vampire. That's been my past few days on Twitter.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there just for public interest. The vampire one was recent. That was kind of interesting, but yep.
A little drops and shiver.
Oh, thanks, y'all, eh?
Oh my gosh. So guys, a massive thank you to Arwen for being co-host. Next week it will be on Arwen's channel, so look out for that. I'm really looking forward to it. I think these are going really well.
I'm having a good time. I'm really enjoying it, and I think it all. And I thank y'all for coming out. Y'all, seriously, you make these streams. I was just telling Purple, before I joined this community, I didn't enjoy going to live streams because the chat, a lot of times the chat were very cliquish and they didn't want outsiders. And also they were so boring. God, they never talked about anything interesting. And the chats here, y'all take off, man. Y'all go to Mars and Saturn and neighboring galaxies. And just, I love reading the chats. I always have to go back and just read the chats because sometimes I miss it and I love it. So y'all rock. You really do. Thank y'all so much. And I mean that. Y'all are amazing. Amazing.
Really are. Thank you, guys. And a massive thank you to everyone who sent super chats. Oh my God, we just got another one. Rod Thunderheart. Thank you, sweetheart. He says, hail, Purple Valkyrie and Arwen Avalon. Yes, with femme fatales. I've been thinking, what do you think about an invisible femme fatale? Thinking of a murderous invisible femme fatale and Carolina see-through love gets blame. See, Rod Thunderheart is an author. So
oh gosh, yeah. Okay, well then wow. I think it would be far more interesting than an invisible man.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Just imagine. Imagine what you could get away with as a woman being invisible. Oh, hell. I'm getting the vapors.
You set her off again.
You men wouldn't know what hit you. It's true. It is so true. I dig that idea. And no, Stig, you wouldn't be able to see the boobs. Get over it. Okay?
Thank you, Rod Thunderai. He says Carolina is oops, it skipped something.
Sorry. There we go.
You have to it's my character in See-Through Love gets blamed. Nice.
Truly, I love it. I love that idea. I want to read that when it comes out.
It's out, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. What I will do is I will find the link and I will send it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just learning. I don't know everyone, and I don't know all their projects and everything that they've done, and I'm just learning. There are so many authors in this community that have such incredible ideas. I want to read all the books. I do. Oh, Purple, thank you, Steve Mitchum. Do you know what the vapors means?
Vaguely, yes.
Somebody else asked me about that. Okay, the vapors. Basically, it's a, I mean, I guess it's a Southern expression. I've heard it all my life. But to get the vapors is back in the Victorian days when women would swoon. Mm-hmm. Either something was, too much for their delicate constitutions, and they would be like, "Oh my God," and they'd go back on the fainting couch, and someone would have to get out the smelling salts and rub that shit under their noses, and then it would jolt them back to reality. That's the vapors.
We need to bring back fainting couches.
We do. I used to have one. An old Victorian one belonged to my parents, and it was a bona fide fainting couch. Yeah, but that's the vapors. So if something makes your little heart go pig pat, or if you love an idea, or if it's just like, oh my, I can't. Oh, I declare, I just can't handle it. I just no, I'm getting the vapors. That's what the vapors is.
And Rod, thank you again, sweetheart. It says a murderous invisible femme fatale and a good invisible woman. Later in my book series. Love you both. Love you too, honey.
You too. Yeah, that would be kick ass. I would read that in a heartbeat. I would love it.
All right, my loves, I am going to have to let you go. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really, really do appreciate it. We're having a hell of a time doing the show, and I'm so grateful that you guys seem to be enjoying it as well.
So am I.
So on that note, we will say good night, good evening, and take care of each other.
Bye, y'all.